Hi, everybody. So, today I want to talk about toxic friendships. Friendships are good, friends are there to support you. We all need friends, we all want that support. But if that support is what is breaking you, if that support is toxic, if that support is draining you mentally, emotionally, then it's not worth it. So, how do you know you have toxic friends, and how do you know if your friendship is toxic? I've had to cut out very many of my friends, like I've cut out a big bunch, and right now I have a very small circle. And the reason I cut those friendships is because there was elements of toxicity, and because I was still on my self growth journey. And that is what I want to talk about today. How do you know you have toxic friends? How to cut out toxic friends, or how to make it better? You understand? Or how to really choose better friends. Thank you for joining me. My name is Muthoni Mukiri, and welcome to Muthoni's channel. So I think the first thing for me is who I am around you as a friend. If I don't like myself when I'm around you, if I have to be someone I'm not to be friends with you, for example, if I have to be mean, or if I have to pretend to be classy, if I have to pretend I have money if I don't have, if I have to, if it makes me, if I don't like myself around you, if it makes me feel bad about myself to be around you, honestly. If I have to be mean, if I have to pretend to be someone I'm not, if I have to be someone that you want so I can be friends with you, if you cannot be friends with me the way I am without me spending money all over, without me drinking every day with you, without me conforming to some of your toxic behaviors or things you believe in, if I cannot be myself, and if I don't like myself, the person I am when I'm around you, then that's a toxic friendship for me. Also, when I cannot trust you, I don't know if I've had those friends before who I tell you something and then I start getting anxiety when you leave, because I know by the time you've left, on your way to where you're going, you're already on call with someone telling them what I've told you. And I realize some of my friends would leak so much about my information, especially to the bloggers, and my information would be out there, or with my ex-boyfriends, or with people you didn't want to know about you. If I cannot trust you as a friend, like I cannot even, when I have good news, you're not the first person I want to call, or if you're not trustworthy, then why are you in my circle? Because with a friend, you want someone you will share a deep connection, someone you'll share even some of your secrets with. I don't mean everything, because you also have to leave something for yourself. But the reason that I'm not telling you stuff is because you're gonna go tell other people is not right. And I cannot have friends that I cannot trust. I cannot, especially with my status now, especially with where I am at life. Trust is really important. Some friendships are very intimate. And when you break up with some friends, it's usually like a breakup, and it can hurt, and you miss them, and you want to reach out to them and those things. So if I cannot trust you as a friend, then it's toxic. Then, okay, so everything we talk about, I have to tiptoe, I have to walk on eggshells around you. Then why are you my friend? Number 3, if you point out my insecurities and you talk about what is not working in my life, you talk about my body in a negative way, you talk about my everything, you discourage me from going from opportunities, telling me things like, Muthoni, unajua una your confidence. Muthoni hapo huwezi. Wewe acting utaweza. I feel it's toxic. Well, I understand to some degree they know you more, and maybe they want to prevent you from that hurt, but at the same time, they should not prevent you from going for opportunities that you want to pursue and for things that are good for you. My friends should be happy for me because of my opportunities and because of my achievements. Of course, there's that element, they also want to do better. There's always that little element of competitiveness, of, they also want to be on the same level with you, but at the same time, they should not prevent you from going for what you want, from going for your dreams. The other one is I cannot be friends with people who don't listen. I don't know if you've had people who talk the whole time. You're meeting to talk about your issue, you call them, hey, something has been going on, something has been going on, I really need to talk to you. When you meet, the only thing they're talking about is them. You start their issue, they start talking about them. Them. I cannot be friends with people who don't listen. Because number one, I believe I'm a very good listener. I believe I am. And because sometimes you just want someone to hear you. You just want someone to hug you. You just want someone to just lay there in your bed as you cry without saying anything. So you have to be a good listener if you're a friend. And for you to also find a good friend, you also have to be a friend. You also have to work towards being a friend, to work towards being supportive, to work towards being trustworthy, to work towards wanting to be there for them. Another one. I hate mean people. I cannot stand negative energy. I cannot stand it. And I don't know if you've ever had a friend who's so negative. Everything to them is negative. Like you have people tell you, hey, your boobs are too big, you need to go get them reduced. Or I hate this and this. Or she's dressing that suit, it's really cheap. Or I don't like her body, her legs are too long. I hate negativity. It sucks the energy out of me. So I cannot stand negative people. You know those people who are just negative. There's nothing good about them. You know, there's nothing good about anybody else. Anything is bad. Everybody looks awful. Everybody does not have what they look for. Everybody, like there's everything wrong. I cannot stand negativity because it's draining. It sucks the life out of me. So if you're looking for friends, if you're looking for good friends, probably look for people who are positive. Positivity is good. You know, it gives you hope. You know, it gives you that good atmosphere. You want to pursue opportunities. You're hopeful. You're just at a good place and you're just in good mood almost all the time. But if you hang out with people who are always negative, who are always seeing how your relationship will end, how things will go south, how it will never work, how please you are not going anywhere in your life. You know, if those are your friends, you need to cut them off, or you need to call them out. So also, I cannot stand, there's a kind of competitiveness I cannot stand. And I understand there are people who are friends who you cannot even tell when you have good opportunities coming up, you have good job opportunities, you have you have a job opening somewhere, you want to buy a particular property. There are friends you cannot tell because they will run and do it before you. You understand? I've had people who you talk about something and you tell them, by the way, I have an event tomorrow, this is what I will wear. And in that event, you find them wearing the same thing. Or you tell someone of a job opening, they tell you not to take it, and then they take it. You understand? Especially these social media jobs. You tell someone, hey, by then nimepata job ya MC mahali, I'm thinking if I should take it. And then they discourage you from taking it, and then they take the opportunity themselves. That is so toxic. That is so wrong. You're my friend. You're in my camp. You're in my team. You're my wingman. You know, we are a team. We support one another. I cannot stand that competitiveness. Like, if you cannot be happy for me, then why are we friends? You know, and people who succeed in life are people who are happy for other people. So I cannot stand that. And I think it's toxic, according to me. Oh, and such kind of people are the people who will want to take your husband from you, who will want to take your clients from you, who will want to take your every opportunity. We've seen cases where the woman says, my best friend took my husband. You had seen it all along. Competitiveness and always wanting what you have and always striving to get, you know, it's toxic and it's wrong, and most of these situations don't end well. So if you feel like it's toxic, there's that competitiveness, they want everything you have, they're striving to get your life, please stop or call them out. This is another one, and this is so important to me. I don't like friends who come to tell me what everybody is saying about me. I don't like friends who come to tell me, by this so-and-so think you are like this. But so-and-so doesn't like you. He said you look like you have an attitude problem. He said he cannot work with you. He said, she said, I don't do those things. I don't want friends who go and camp with my enemies listening to what they're saying. And then they come and smile at my face being the good one. being the good one, telling me what people were saying behind my back. And I don't entertain friends who send me posts from bloggers, what bloggers are saying about me. Don't send me those things. Don't ruin my day. People will always talk. They will always talk. And when people say mean things to me about me and you hear, you don't come telling me those things. Unless you're telling me because it's really important, because I need to know. And while at it, you cannot come to break my heart while trying to mend me. You understand? I have a problem with people who go camping with, you go camp with my enemies or whoever is talking, and then you come and tell me what they were saying. Why were they saying it? Why didn't you defend me? Why were they saying it when you were there in your presence? Why are you supposed to be my friend? You're not even supposed to be in that space, you know. And sometimes if people sometimes you can be at a place with people and then you hear them say something about your friend. Sometimes I'm like, wow, she's my friend, so won't be part of this conversation, and I just excuse myself. And sometimes when people say things, I don't come singing to my friend, by this one so and so was saying this, but I think you need to change your behavior, because people said, let's choose our friends wisely, because they could be our downfall, or they could be really beneficial to us. They say you are an average of the 5 people you keep in your life. If you're doing well in business, if you're doing well career-wise, if your personal life is good, if your relationships are good, probably your friends are good also. So when you find out you have a toxic friend, call them out, sit down and talk to them. By the way, I don't like how you do this. Yeah, please, it's affecting me. It's not right. And as a friend, I don't expect that from you. And if you feel it's too toxic, like it's draining you, they're in your face, they're in your house unannounced, they want to try your clothes, you probably need to set boundaries and tell them, by the way, Mr. Pendo kivangu zangu. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. If they don't like it, they can walk. Yes. You'd rather have no friends than have people who are bringing you down, who are taking you back to square one over and over again, who are bringing you depression and anxiety, you know. So also you can cut them off without telling them. Just be busy. Just tell them, hey, I want to meet you today, but I'm busy. And if they come to your house unannounced, change your locks, or just tell them, by the way, this week is not a good time, so kuja next week. Yeah. And then when next week comes, get something else to do. There are also wise ways of doing things. So let's choose our friends wisely. And this is for people who wrote to me, talking to me about toxicity when it comes to friendships. So that is all for today about toxic friendships. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching Muthoni's Mission. Please subscribe and please share this video.